Hello, this is The Whispers. I'm Britt.
I'm Gloria.
And we are here with episode 2 of season 2 of The Whispers, and it's titled Self-Care and...
Self-care and self-acceptance.
Yes.
So this season is, as we discussed in episode 1, it's really going to be based on what we weren't taught growing up, what our parents didn't teach us. Mm-hmm. And Brittany and I both have different stories, but similar, topics that we're going to discuss with you all. So sit back, relax, laugh with us a little bit, and let's get to it.
Oh, I do want to put a small disclaimer. Just like Gloria said, the stories will be different. I will say that some of my stories do have to do with child abuse, neglect. So I may laugh, but just letting y'all know,
trigger warning for you guys.
just a trigger warning, because then some people might be like, "Damn, that's not actually pretty funny."
Yeah, but how we interpret our own experiences is how we interpret our
experiences. But it's kind of funny. So just So do you want me to start, or you want to start? Are we going rock, paper, scissors again?
I'm going rock, paper, scissors again.
With my right dominant hand. Rock, paper, scissors. Wait, what?
We did it. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Okay.
Oh, wow.
She won. She got scissors.
So I'm a forfeit, so Gloria can go first.
Oh, you want the audacity. Mm-hmm. Okay, fine.
I'm here to listen.
Okay. So in regards to self-care, just to give a small recap, as far as my backstory is concerned, I was raised by my grandparents, and after my father got out of jail, he was back in my life. But growing up, my mom wasn't in my life that much. Mm-hmm. But over time, as I got older, me and her healed our relationship to where we started to be together. We started to talk more. But in that time period, there were a lot of gaps, I feel, in regards to being taught about self-care. Mm-hmm. So I have no animosity towards my parents. I'm not angry at them. We have okay relationships. We have good relationships. I will say healthy. One of them. We have a healthy relationship. And
bunny ears.
Yeah, but
the bunny ears.
Air quotes here. We have really good relationships. So this is not me bashing on how they raised me. I'm very grateful for how I was raised. I'm grateful for everything that they taught me. However, growing up in life, no one can touch all of the bases of what you need. And every person is different. Every kid is different. And so for me, I feel as though in regards to self-care, that area was touched on a little lightly. They could have went a little more heavier on that. And I'll say because of the depression that I had went through when I was younger, self-care, self-forgiveness, and self-acceptance would have been a really good tool belt to have in my corner.
Okay.
Like as a kid, as a kid, therapy. All right, where do I want to start with this? Mm-hmm. So my knowledge of self-care right now is taking time out for myself to listen to my body, to see what's actually going on. If I'm feeling irritated, why? Am I feeling tension? Is it the people that I'm around? Did I freaking eat today? Did I do my spiritual practice or whatever practice that is? Did I go for a walk? Did I drink some fucking water?
Yeah, did you drink some water?
Yo, people don't understand. Not drinking water will have you feeling like on edge. Especially for me.
I'm thirsty right now.
Right, we got our bottles of water. My joint's basically empty. I will take another bottle, please.
Okay.
So, I've learned that self-care is regarding all of that. Taking time to pamper yourself also at the same time. Mm-hmm. So that was more of the light aspect for me in regards to self-care. One topic that they didn't discuss and teach me about with self-care was self-forgiveness. Like going through life. I'm not perfect. I've made mistakes, and I feel as though forgiving myself for thinking about myself a certain way, the standards that I held myself to, they didn't teach me that wasn't a standard I should have held myself to. I didn't communicate that well with them because I wasn't... The line of communication was open, but I didn't take it because it didn't feel comfortable.
Okay.
And I don't really know why I didn't feel comfortable, to be honest with you. It's just not something I wanted to touch base on.
Mm-hmm.
After my grandmom had passed when I was younger, I was really like shut down. Like I was really internal with a lot of the things that I was going through. So one thing would be when I was younger, I'm choosing not to disclose the age just for my comfortability. I did choose to give up my first child.
Okay.
And going through that was very hard on myself. I hated myself. I was very upset that I wasn't ready. I was upset that it happened too early for my standards.
Mm-hmm.
I felt as though if I shared that with anybody, that I would be considered like the black sheep of the family, like you fucked up your future.
Are we talking about abortion or are we talking about adoption?
No, I'm talking about abortion.
Okay.
So I chose to take that route, and it really just kind of started to build, how do I describe it, a hatred towards myself.
Okay.
Because I knew why I did it and I had good reasoning for it. The person that I was with, we were not ready to have children.
Okay.
The situation I was in, I was not ready to have children. I financially was not capable of having children. I was still basically a child myself. And that's not an option that I wanted to take. I didn't want to bring a child into the world that way. And a lot of people are going to have different opinions on it. I have since forgiven myself for all of that. Mm-hmm. But it was something that had happened. And how it happened was because I was using protection, but the protection didn't work, and that's one of the problems, which led me to try other birth controls, and those had worked down the line, but then I had issues with those. So it was kind of just like I had to really work on forgiving myself for that, because going through that as a kid, and I say kid because I wasn't an adult, I wasn't 18. Going through that as a kid was very hard. It was like when you go and get it done.
Wait, how old were you?
I choose not to disclose.
Okay, that's fine.
No, you're good. Going through that, it was kind of just like when you go there, there's the protesters outside the door. They make you feel like shit. They're like, no, there's other options, but there's really, for me, it didn't feel like there was another option. Okay. Like at the age I was, I had to go to court to go get to basically get the court to approve it. Wow. And I did all that like by myself. I didn't say anything. It was just weird me having to explain my situation in front of a judge. And thankfully, the judge did approve it. Good. And, I went and got the situation handled how I had preferred. And immediately after the procedure, I was like, okay, I did it. Nobody knows.
You had a medical one or a surgical?
It was the surgical one.
Okay.
So, because of all of the timing, I couldn't get the first one. Okay. So I had to opt in for one of the other options. Okay. So for, like, immediately after it was done, I was happy. I was like, okay, I didn't mess up a child. I didn't mess up a child's life. I didn't mess up my life. My future is back on track. Mm-hmm. Nobody knows. None of my parents are going to be pissed at me or anything. And then immediately after I got home, I fell into the deepest depression.
So your parents don't even know?
No. Okay. I've recently disclosed this to my my very close cousin. She was very supportive of it. And my friends know. But as far as family members, no, they don't know. So if they do decide to listen to this podcast, now you know. Okay. And I chose not to say anything because that's just where I was at that point in my life. Did you
know that I had an abortion too?
No, I did not know that.
I had one with Curtis.
Oh, no, I didn't know.
And I saw it as, I'm not scared to disclose my age because I was at a grown age of 23. I was fine with it because I was just like, yeah, you're not even doing what I'm telling you to do now. And something told me that it was the right decision. And I think it was God doing a little whisper. I know I'm not crazy, but I think God's voice definitely, or my ancestors was like, listen, girl. I think it was a great decision, even though my mother tried to convince me to keep it. And I was just like, well, you crazy right now. I was like, I'm 23. I just went full-time. Well, no, I didn't just go full-time, but I'm 23. I'm still young. I'm not trying to do that. I know what a child can do to me right now. And that's not it. And then a few months after that, Curtis was dead, right? So, well, nobody knows Curtis, but Curtis was one of my is an ex from a really long time ago.
We talked about him in season
right.
1.
We've talked about him before. He is deceased. And once he passed away, I was like, oh yeah, that was a great decision, because even with him alive, I was going to be a single mother in a relationship, and then he was dead, so then I would have definitely been a single mother. And I just was like, oh, that was a blessing for me to do what I had to do. Yeah. And also, I don't like no bad on him or anything, but he was a child mentally, right? He didn't really understand the gravity of what was going on. Yeah. So it was just like, I just was like, yes, I have to make this decision for us, and I mostly need to make it for me.
Right. That's exactly how I felt.
Right. So
at the time, I chose not to tell my partner until it was over.
Okay.
I regret that decision now, but I still would have made the same decision.
Okay.
But I just feel like that led me on the path of, do shit myself. If you want to get it done, do it yourself.
Yeah.
And so that kind of, pushed a lot of self-hatred onto myself. And then that, along with being in high school, I was already going through a lot of the insecurities with myself, with my body, with my looks, and how I was with some of the people that we had in our school. Everybody pretty much was chill in our school, but like I said, we had a couple of people who was kind of just like...
Right, but I think we need to also, let's not like move by that, like, even though you did not disclose the age that you did this, it sounds like it was at a young age, and you did it yourself. Yeah. Like, nobody sat you down and was like, well, listen, this is what you need to do.
Well, the people there were very supportive.
Yeah. So, like, I'm saying, like, you already came to that conclusion. Nobody had to be like, listen, you need to do this. Right. It was more of a, like, I know what I need to do. I am... Basically, I say, in that moment, I guess, if we want to, like, do, like, levels, like solo leveling or whatever, your level of... I'm serious. Like, your level of being an adult went up probably like 5 points.
For real.
Because you made an adult decision.
For real.
Without anybody saying, like, holding your hand saying, you need to do this. It was more like, all right, this is the situation, and I need to just handle it. And you did, and nobody had to tell you to do it. No. So that's what I'm saying. It's like, let's not speed by that you... had to be an adult. You had to be an adult.
I definitely did have to be an adult, and because it was a serious situation for me. Yeah. It wasn't a joke. It wasn't on purpose, and I was using protection at the time. So it was just like, damn, I'm doing the right thing, and it's like, damn, I'm doing the right thing, and I still fucked up. Right. So it's just like, well, dang.
Okay, here we go.
And that's how I saw it at first. That's how I saw it at first. It was like me fucking up. Now I don't see it as a fuck up, because I did what I was supposed to do. And as a kid, like, I don't know how other people might feel, like, oh, you shouldn't be having sex until you're such and such age. It was like, I had a boyfriend. I was approved by my father to have a boyfriend. I was on a type of birth control, but it just didn't work. So
sex happens between the age of 14 and up.
So it's just like...
let's cut this shit, yo. So also, teach your kids sex ed.
My dad taught me... excuse me. He taught me that, you're getting on birth control. Okay. That's what he taught me. In so many words I can summarize it. That's what it was. Like, he didn't really go into detail, and I didn't expect him to. Okay. I did ask his girlfriend at the time, who I consider my stepmom, I did ask her about it. This was just years later, though. And she gave me some advice on it. And at that point, I was more educated, and I tried different other birth controls, which ended up not fucking me over down the line health-wise, but it was easier. I guess I'll say that. And so, long story short, going through that part, I had to work through a lot of self-forgiveness with the decisions that I made, because it was sad. Because I still want children, and at times it was really eating me up. It's just like, damn, like, do I even deserve to still be a mom? Do I deserve to be a wife? Do I deserve to be a girlfriend? Because I made this decision to let a child go this way. You know what I mean? So I had to work through that. And in working through that, I had to really learn to forgive myself. Like, look in the mirror and state exactly what it was. Like, state exactly what the fuck happened. And I wasn't taught how to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't taught how to look at the ugly side of me, the things that deep down, like my deepest dark secrets, and be like, hey, I can forgive myself for this.
Mm-hmm.
How do I even go throughout that process? And that process was fucking ugly crying in the mirror.
Okay.
And, you know, kind of talking to other people who've been through it and realizing like, oh, okay, I'm not alone in my feelings, and seeing other people still be happy, have kids, or choose not to have kids even after the fact.
Mm-hmm.
So it was that, and then teaching like self-acceptance. Like, it's okay for me to have made that decision, because you know in some religions it's kind of just like, yeah, that can never happen, you're going to hell, and
Yeah, I
things
didn't
like
care
that.
about all that. I'm not gonna lie, when I fell pregnant, I was more annoyed at myself. I was annoyed at myself because, first of all, what am I doing? Because I was not doing.
Oh my God.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. I just didn't think that it was going to be like, because I've healed from this.
Okay.
But I didn't think it was going to be like,
yeah,
this nerve-wracking.
you still need a little. Still, there's always
Still
room
some
for
healing.
growth. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. I was annoyed at myself because I was like, I know damn well better than to be doing this. And also, Gloria is a good person, y'all. I will say that. She was doing everything she needed to do. Me, on the other hand, I wasn't even using protection. I was like, you know what, it is what it is. And when it finally came down to like, oh, well, it is what it is, I was like, I need to now go to the doctors. And I will say, doing that, I realized that I will only have another abortion if I medically need it. Also, if my kid is like obviously not right, or you know, all the medical things, but like yeah, like all those stipulations, but like
that shit is
I had
an
an at-home one, and that is the most painful thing in the world. And if people don't know, Gloria had a surgical one, I had a medical one at home. In and out of consciousness pain. They only gave you 800 milligrams of ibuprofen, and it lasts for 8. The constricting of your uterus lasts for 8 hours.
Yeah. So
just for like something so small.
Another disclosure: I have had another one since then.
Okay.
And mind you, I'm 28 now, so in my freaking time period, I've had a couple, unfortunately. So I've been able to catch them early.
Okay.
To where I was able to go through that earlier option. So I fucking know exactly.
Yeah, that thing was painful. So I was like, I am never doing that again. But then I was like, I definitely have told my partner that due to how the economy is and everything, I was like, if that was to happen, even though we're like supposed to get married, I was like, right now, I'll get an abortion tip again, only because of I don't want my children struggling. Like, and I don't mean like the struggle of like, oh, like I don't want to be thinking about should we pay the gas or the water, or should we be buying formula or Pampers. That's what I mean by struggling. I don't mean the simple struggles like, oh, he can't get this blue shirt today. Right. Like, we got a bunch of blue shirts. Like, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the real
struggle where we paying pension, looking through shit in the couch.
Yes, I don't want to do that. Even though I know he would never allow that, and he would do everything he could.
But it's still us that are in that situation.
Right. So that's why I just was like, if I had to now, I would do it again. So I'm not worried about that. But the I will say, I don't even think I gave myself self-care during that time. I think I just, it happened and that was it. And also I think what's just a little traumatizing is like, when you do the at-home one, like somebody can be there with you all 8 hours.
But they don't know.
No, it's not that they don't know.
Well, for me, it's also
he knew I was going through that pain and just left.
The pain.
Oh, he left.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, like he was like, oh, like my friends need me.
The fuck, nigga?
So I'm leaving. And I was like, And then that's when I really realized, even going through all that, I was like, yes, I am making the best decision for my life.
I'm sorry you went through that.
To do that. And like, I was just like, this is it. I was like, I need to start after this, I need to sit down and realize, like, hey, you're not the guy for me. You're not the guy for me.
And regardless of how it happened, you're still a good person too. Let me disclose that to everyone else.
I don't feel like I'm a bad person. So that, like, I'll let them know right now. I'll tell you, but you need one, I'll drive you. Because I don't feel like a bad person. I feel like if you got to do what you got to do it. And also, abortion is a form of birth control. I'm not talking about like, oh, I get pregnant every month, I'm going to go get one. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about it is a form of birth control if an accident does happen. If the morning after pill doesn't have, like, work. So let's not act like things happen. Like, don't happen. They happen. They happen. So that's why I'm just like, I know it will be different now because I told my partner, I've told him multiple times, like, if this was to occur, we would do this. He said he would be with me. He said he would go. And also, if we did decide to keep a baby, he was like, I would go to every appointment. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I was like, yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
I think that's how it should be. I was grateful that for the other time that it happened, my partner at the time, he was there for me through the entire process. He was very comforting, very kind, and he didn't know what I was going through, but he really empathized and he stuck through it because he knew it was hard, and it was hard for me to have to go through it twice, number one. Right. And then it was kind of just like, I set a standard for myself and I had to live up to that. I don't want to have kids with anybody that's not my husband. I don't want to have a kid if I'm not financially ready, mentally or physically, at least to the extent where I need it to be. I don't need shit to be perfect. I just need to know that I'm not going to be out here putting my feelings on my child. Like, well, unfortunately, this is kind of how my dad made me feel sometimes was, well, I put my life on hold for you. I couldn't do anything because I had you. I don't want to have to feel that way. If it happens,
I definitely get that.
If it happens, I would never say that to my child, number one. But still, it was like I had to realize, like, okay, when the second form of birth control that I tried did not work, for multiple reasons, health reasons as well, it was kind of just like, okay, what's the standard that I'm setting for myself? Because I won't keep going through this. And for a lot of people that don't know, going through an abortion in any way, shape, or form is taxing on the mind. It's taxing on the body. And depending on who you are, you might not ever get over it. Because your body is literally going through a change. It's being forced to go through a change. Like the drop in your fucking hormone level, it felt like the blood was draining from my body. Yeah. And it was just like, I had hot flashes and heat flashes, and then it was just like when you go to the bathroom, you think it's about to happen, and then it don't. It's. I was like, turn the air on. It's a gory thing. It is. It is. And it's just like, for those of you for any woman and any man that has gone through the process, been with your partner, been with a sister, family member, anything, you are very strong. For getting through that. You are still a good person. You deserve love. You deserve everything that you want. You still deserve more children. And it's okay that you made the decision you made at the point in time that it happened. Yes. Because forgiving yourself is the only option. You are alive with you for the rest of your life. All you got is you. You have to really accept yourself for what it is, good or bad, whether you deem it good or deem it bad.
Right. Also, I don't want to not include the girlies that do have it together. Even if you do got the right job, even if you do got the money, if you don't want a child right now, that's okay too.
And that is okay.
That's fine too. Right. So what self-care did you do? Because for me, I got me like a dipped cherry cone from Mr. Frosty. I heard him outside, was like, I gotta get up.
Self-care at that time, well, the first time self-care didn't exist because I was still a fucking teenager. I didn't fucking know what self-care was. I was went the fuck to school and went home, cried, watched anime, and really was a model daughter. Model daughter and granddaughter. That's how I dealt with it. I was just like, even though I already was, I was like, I'm not getting no shit. The second time around as an adult, I went to therapy. I fucking went to therapy for that shit. And that kind of turned me off to therapy because the person that I went to she was nice, but once I opened up to her enough and touched on that topic, her response was not something that was comforting for me. She kind of was just like, well, get over it. More or less. And I was like, not going to you again.
Yeah, so, I feel like it's time for a new therapist.
Yeah, she didn't say it like that, but that's basically what she said. And so
Yeah,
I think that
probably
was
some different words wasn't like, it's time to move on.
No.
It's time to move
No,
forward.
that
It's
was
time to let that
no.
be in the past.
No. She was like, well, so let's move on forward from this. And I was just like,
that's
you just
it?
just completely
I'd have been like, that's it?
I just cried internally.
I'd have been like, today, I think in that moment if she said that, I'd have been like, today is our last session. Out loud. And she probably would have been like, what? I don't like, today is our last session.
No, I just didn't sign up with her. And I was still learning boundaries. It was kind of just like, okay. I was still feeling bad about it. So it was kind of, I didn't even have the sturdiness of my own validity in my actions to be like.
Where do you think that feeling of feeling bad about it comes from? Does it come from religion? Does it come from your parents? Where do you think it comes from?
From me, because I don't want to kill my child. Okay. Because that's just not something that I wanted to ever have to decide. It's not something I wanted to ever have to decide. I felt as though I was a bad person because I fucked up. I just felt like. Also, I was going to hell. Yeah. So the religion. I'm gonna say, it sounds like this. Sounds like religion. So I was raised Christian. So that, and mind you, didn't even practice religion after my grandmom died. So it was kind of just like for that to happen years later, and that was in my mind. It was kind of like, oh, okay, well, I guess this is still my faith base at that point in time. But yeah, I think that's what made me feel bad about it. I felt like I was a bad person, but I don't feel like that now in any way, shape, or form. In that moment for me, I wasn't even thinking about God. No, I was like, just get it handled.
Yeah, I wasn't even. And I think that probably comes from childhood trauma of like, just get it handled too. Because I remember when I had to get one and I did the online thing or whatever. Mm-hmm. I was going to go by myself. Mm-hmm. And then my stepmom was like, no. Mm-hmm. I'm going to go with you, because my mother wasn't going to go with me. But then when my mom heard that my stepmom was going, then my mom was like, oh yeah, now I'll take you. I wouldn't. And I was like, that's so weird that you would do that. Mm-hmm. I was like, that's so weird. And
that you go, not just because you
it was go. Like, I was like, that's kind of odd, because my mom wasn't if I didn't tell my stepmom, I would have definitely went by myself. Because like
were you comfortable that your stepmom told your mom?
She didn't tell my mom. I told my mother.
Oh, okay. All right.
My mom already knew. Gotcha. My mom already knew about the date I was going and everything, but my mom never offered like, oh, I'll take you. I told my stepmom after I set up everything. She was like I'll go with you if you want me to go with you. You shouldn't go alone.
Now I have a question for you. So you and your mom have a different dynamic of relationship, and you're more of the responsible one. Mm-hmm. Do you think that she didn't, this is just speculation, do you think that she didn't offer to go with you because you gave the air of, yeah, you got to handle that you didn't want her to come?
No. Okay. No, my mom truly believes that anything she does for her children is an inconvenience. Mm-hmm. Like when I say like an inconvenience, for example, I moved here last month into my new apartment, and I told her the date and everything ahead of time. Mm-hmm. And she was like, oh, I have to work. I was like, so take off to help your daughters move. Mm-hmm. Like, you see what I got to tell her to do stuff like that. Even though she knows to do that. Or even if it was like a moment where...
even Whitney, just offering, like, do you want me to take off?
Yeah, like there was no offer, no nothing. I had to come into her room and was like, we move October 8th. You mm-hmm. need to take off. And she was like, oh, I work. I was like, well, figure it out. And then I walked out. Like, yeah, I'm the one that have to tell her that. Because, like, also when we were younger, if Whitney and I were sick, us being sick was, like, an inconvenience. And I will say, us being, like, sick, like, just with the flu was an inconvenience. Like, and my mom never usually asks, like, oh, do you need anything? But then if my grandmother, my stepmom did, then she would be like, oh, do you need anything? Okay. After the fact. Knowing damn well these two other individuals got it for me. Mm-hmm. So it's like, girl, come on, stop playing around. Or like when Whitney was sick and Whitney needed her medicine from the pharmacy, mm-hmm. my mom would act like it was an inconvenience to go get it. Mm-hmm. Or say you needed to be somewhere at a certain time, such as the pharmacy to get medicine before they close. She would take her time to take you to the pharmacy.
No, I get that.
Because it's an inconvenience. Yeah, it's like, girl, come on, get it together. Right. So like when it comes to like my mom and stuff, when it comes to that, I feel like how I feel now that I'm older is that now we not an inconvenience because like very much very much in the beginning we did a lot for ourselves, right? So then when we actually did need that parent to be there, because we already knew our dad wasn't, right? Like this man hasn't been there or been doing anything, right? So it was like whatever. But like the one parent we did have was like, oh, y'all are inconvenience basically, but just didn't say it, just showed us in different ways. So that's why I just was like, my mom was like very weird in that moment. So I just was still like rocking as an adult. Like even from like being in 5th grade to now, I was still rocking as an adult. And my mom was having like these childish thoughts of like, you should keep it because your baby's going to be really pretty.
That's the reason.
And I was like, that's the only reason? I was like, yeah, girl, you crazy.
Okay, that's one reason, but that's not the most important
reason. But also,
like
again, my mother is a narcissist. And also, all my other aunts are grandmothers. She's not. I'm the only one without children right now. Out of my like my cousins or whatever. So I'm just like, yeah, I'm okay with that. But like, yeah, like during all that time, there was no self-care, so I had to do like my own or whatever. So it was like, Gotcha. So yeah, so it's like it's a big like So it's a lot of me just like always adulting, and I find myself wanting to do certain things where I just don't have to I guess be an adult, but then I still have to. So it's like whatever. So yeah, that's why I'm just like, it's like self-care, but like that's just what it was. I know it sounds crazy, but that's just what it was. Like
that was your norm.
Yeah, that was the norm. That will always be probably the norm because that was my parents. What can I say? I will say for my mother, I believe she did the best she had with the tools she had, but I also, the other half of me feels like she could have definitely did way better.
I definitely hear you of that. So, I feel the same in a way. With my dad, the relationship wasn't there for me to talk to him about that. He definitely said, hey, you can come to me about anything. You know, it's me and him. But, you know.
Yeah.
It didn't.
I get it. Yeah, like, I'm not going to go to my dad to talk about that.
That just wasn't the thing. Exactly. And me and my mom, our relationship wasn't developed enough for me to feel comfortable going to her. Or any of my other family members at that time. I know that they were around, but it was kind of just like, the connection wasn't there. So I really wish that, you know, I had that connection with an adult at that time to be able to go through it with somebody. Same. But, you know, it just taught me where I was at. Yeah. And what the fuck I had to do to move forward. Yeah. So I get that. And so how have you incorporated self-care in your life now? Or how have you built on
it? I will say self-care is a very... Is that the heat? That probably is the heat. Okay. I didn't know. I was
new apartment, new sounds here.
Yeah. So I think I will be honest, I'm still trying to learn what self-care is because I don't know how to take a break still. I truly believe that I need to always stay busy. And I think that also comes from trauma with my mother. Or just like big neglect, because when I was little, my mom used to just sleep all day. And I'm pretty sure it's because during the time we were younger and Whitney was sick, my parents were divorcing, and I think it was a good decision for them to divorce because again, my dad has antisocial personality disorder. He can't I don't want to say not regulate emotions. His emotions are different than ours, and he can't. No, I don't want to say can't. He tries to fake love. And it just isn't there. Okay. Like, it isn't there. He doesn't care if anything happens, right? And I would say my mom was... I don't know how to deal with that. Yeah, like, my mom was just pretty young, and she was young at the time, and I was, like, again, I understand being depressed, but personally...
You said impressed or depressed?
Depressed, I'm sorry. Okay. Being depressed. And I only say that because, like, even when I'm depressed, I get up and still do what I have to do. And I just feel as though at that... Right, when I know that it's hard when you have children and you're working constantly. But I do feel as though during that time, Whitney was very little and I was little. She should have got up, stopped sleeping all the time. Like, my mom literally would, like, joke and brag to her friends about like, yeah, I love sleeping. And I used to be like, you got like 2 young kids. Like literally like maybe we'll talk about it one day, like struggle meals. Like cereal is a struggle meal to me because my mom used to never cook. We used to only eat cereal and milk.
So staying busy kind of, does it stop you from
I think
those things?
Staying busy stops me. I think staying busy makes me feel as though like I'm not sleeping. Yeah, I'm not being my mom and I'm not sleeping all day.
But why are you setting that standard for yourself? You're in a whole different place than she is. You're a whole different person.
I know, but I just feel as though just even resting. I know, but I just feel like even like resting is like too much because like. No. I think that's just crazy.
Resting is needed. Your body's gonna keep you into overdrive.
I know. And I feel like my ancestors have been telling me that for a while that I need to rest.
Tell them again, ancestors, because
I feel like they are, and I am trying very hard to rest, but it's just so hard because even when I would be off for my birthday, I used to take a week off for my birthday.
Nice.
And even though I would be off, I would like still get up at 9 a.m., eat, and then like keep myself busy. Keeping myself busy would be me building like a Lego set. And it's like those can take hours. Like what am I doing? Like,
well, is that considered? Let's state this.
Well, it's not really
rest for other people is not the same as rest for you.
That's probably true.
Building the Legos like a rest thing for you? Like mentally is.
I don't think so. No? Okay. I think building Legos is very therapeutic. So it's very self-care, but also I get to turn my brain off and just follow directions. But also
nothing beats following directions. Like,
right, I know.
Do it. I know how it's going to turn out.
Yeah, but I also think it's like the not the stress, but the concentration that goes into it. Then I'm not fully resting then. Yeah. So then I'll like get to a point where I have to like take a day off work to lay down all day and not do nothing.
Gotcha. And how does that feel when you have to?
So when I have to, I'm usually like at my last.
No.
I know. I just can't do it unless I get there.
Battery like that.
I know, but I just can't get there unless it happens.
Is there a goal that you have for yourself in regards to being more healthy with that want? Do you even want to? Do you want to start resting more in a healthy
I do.
way?
I think it's more of taking off.
Okay.
I think it's more just taking off, and then when I take off those days, actually do nothing.
Schedule a do nothing.
Because like I'll
in your calendar.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I could do that. I'll try that. But I'm just saying, like that's where like it for self care. That's where it like ends. Is like me. I have to get to that point where I'm just like, yo, I'm exhausted, so I have to stop.
So I have another idea. Can I run it by you? What if you try like small increments every day? Like for this hour of the day, I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to rest. Start in like small periods. Like, okay, I'm going to do an hour this day, or I want to do 20 minutes this day, or let me do 3 hours this day of just not doing anything. And give yourself little mini breaks and see how that feels, and kind of. I
can try that.
What's the word I want to say? Drop a pedal.
Yeah.
Pebble. I said a pedal. What the hell? Drop a pebble in the water to make a ripple effect. There we go.
I think I can do it. I can do it. I know I can do it.
You can.
I know it's just hard for me because I always get flashbacks of my mom just like sleeping all day.
Okay.
And I just be like, oh my God.
When those flashbacks happen, how does that make you feel?
I think it only upsets me is because like I think if I didn't have a dog, I'd be like, I think if I didn't have Theo, then I probably would be able to lay down all day. But I feel like he's like kind of like my kid.
Okay.
Like even though he's my dog, he's my kid. So I still gotta get up for him and stuff. So I make sure I get up to take him for walks or anything.
You have that responsibility.
Right. So that's how it is. But also I'm just like. It's just very chaotic for me to just stop doing what I'm doing.
For you.
Yeah, it just takes work. Like it does take work because like also like, I have ADHD and OCD, like some TISM, whatever. But like it's hard for me to just like not do nothing. And also like
it's okay.
I want people to understand like when you have autism, you don't always need to be moving. Your brain can just be spinning. Constantly.
I get that. Not even be able to take a break. It used to
you could be laying down.
My shit wouldn't shut the fuck off.
Right. You can be laying down and it doesn't do it.
Thinking of everything in the world, every problem, every resolution.
Right. Like I don't even take naps because like I just will spiral. So that's why I'm just like, all right, that's cool. But like,
so I got some homework.
So you know,
homework is
now we're doing homework.
Yes, we're doing
homework. This is season 2, and she's doing homework.
Season 2, so you're gonna give me some homework.
Okay.
So homework for you.
Okay.
Is figure out which one you want to start with. Do you want to start with doing 15 minutes a day of just not doing anything and seeing how your body reacts to that, or do an hour a day? That's one part of the homework. Second part of the homework is I really recommend you write down some affirmations for yourself. Two-part homework. Some affirmations for yourself and keep it in your phone for when you do have those flashbacks about your mom. Say, okay, this is what I'm going to tell myself to calm to break that chain reaction of the thought with the emotion. So however it makes you feel towards yourself or towards her, speak positively to yourself about what you know you are, not what you are not. Don't add the negative in there, but about what you are, and hopefully that will kind of break the pattern of how that makes you feel when you get triggered. Yeah, I try to help.
It's just like that. I think that triggers me, and also what triggers me, which I know, like, I will be 30 in next month, literally. Crazy. I hope it doesn't hurt.
Girl, it is not gonna hurt.
I'm pretty sure it's gonna hurt.
We going out for her birthday. We gonna go to the dinner.
I'm pretty sure. Right, we're gonna go to dinner, y'all. I'm pretty sure it's gonna hurt, but I think what also triggers me is that
you manifesting it. Stop it.
That's gonna hurt when I turn 30. My back already hurts. So I already know it's already hurting. I mean, what are we talking about? It's
gonna be smooth.
But I think what also triggers me is that like, my mom will watch my little cousins who are the same ages as Whitney and I, and sometimes she'll sleep all day, right?
Or like the same ages you and Whitney are right now.
No.
Okay, because I'm like, why?
I'm talking about back when we were little.
Okay.
It'll trigger me when she sleeps all day, or it'll trigger me when she'll get up and be up with them all day and take them to the park. And I'll be like, you didn't even do that with your own kids. Damn.
So
that's why I be like,
kind of some envy going on there.
Not even envy. I just feel like that's so weird that you got that like that energy now, sis.
Sure?
Not envious. I think it's more. I'm not envy of my cousins because I do believe they deserve that. I think it's more of anger towards my mother. Gotcha. Because like you got the energy now, why didn't you have it like then?
So some
and it's just
resentment.
Like, yeah, it's like, girl, what you doing?
I got you.
Yeah, I feel like that's a big thing. With my mom though, she'll treat other people better than her kids. So.
I couldn't imagine seeing that. I probably would feel triggered by that too.
Yeah, I just feel like I'm like, oh, okay. Like I don't even speak on it like out loud. That's why I just like,
Understood.
Yeah, it's just it every time I see it, I'm like,
Okay, like I get it.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, okay, that's kind of weird. Yeah. So like, also like, I will say, I know it sounds crazy, but even self-care for me is just like not speaking to her.
Yeah,
I know that's so
putting
crazy.
boundaries is not crazy at all. Listen, putting boundaries up with people is a big thing. And that's also a part of self-acceptance, accepting what the fuck you need to do to keep your peace.
Yeah, I'm talking about
to heal yourself.
I'm talking about like a soft no contact basically. Like I'll talk to you only if you reach out to me because like I don't think there's anything for me to really say to you sometimes.
I'm at that place with someone in my life right now as well, but they forced me out technically. So it's like, all right, that wasn't on me. But
also, I think also it's just that I just get very annoyed when I speak to her because I be like, girl, like just what are we talking for? Like I don't know. Sometimes like I really do. Like I'm not gonna be. I don't mean to be like mean about it, but I just be like, what are we speaking for right now? Like, so yeah, so that's why I'm like self-care can be like definitely different, but those are self-care for me, and I am fully always working on self-care.
Yes, this is a continuous
it's a journey,
thing, guys, ladies and gents. You know, this is not an end all be all. This is something that's going to go on for years, but I feel as though as the years go on, it will get easier in a way. You know, the more and more you learn about yourself, the more and more you accept about yourself, the easier it'll be for you to live with yourself and really just get everything that you deserve out of life, honestly. So, yeah. So
well,
for
I mean,
self-care, it's pretty deep. It's not a one layer thing. it's levels to everything, and you can have self-care in one area about one area of your life, and then in the other area it's like, no, we still at step one. Like, a bitch is still depressed, laying in bed, can't talk about it, can't think about it type time. So it's okay for it to be back and forth in different areas of your life. I've been recently triggered with some things, and I'm like, oh, that's still a problem. I'm like, okay, we're gonna work on that later.
Like, I will say, like, for I have to laugh because, like, I was triggered, like, the other day. Oh, God. Because
we can put that on your how to deal with triggers.
How to deal with triggers because, like,
let's do it now.
My boyfriend, my fiance, whatever you want to call this man half the time, he's older. He's 37, and he was around where there weren't cell phones, so he's like.
So was we.
I mean, we were. I mean, not really. Yeah, supposedly, cell phones were out like.
Not like the new age cell phones.
No,
there was like the beepers, and they had the big ass.
Right, I know, but he is different. Like, homie can leave his phone home all day, and be like, "Yeah, I left my phone home. I'm at work." And then will email me from his like work email, like, "Yeah, I'm at work. I'm sorry, I forgot." And that will, but like all day will go by, and then I'll be calling him.
Not the email.
Yeah, I'll be calling him, and then he'll be like, "I just got home.
But I feel alright.
My bad. I left my phone at home."
My romantic side is coming on. I'm thinking of like all of the old school romantic movies. I'm like, oh, he sent you an email.
Yeah, he did.
But you're like, no, bitch, he sent me a fucking email.
Yeah, like phone. I'm like, what? And I think it just triggers me because like at one point. It triggers me because when Curtis was alive, I'm not alive, when Curtis was killed,
I remember you were saying this.
I was calling it just nothing. It was just nothing. So like my brain always goes back to like that when I don't hear from him. Even not just him, even I had that situation with my ex, and my ex was like this black boy that was like half white. So he didn't get into nothing. So why would his friends do anything with it, with him or whatever. So like, even though again, my like fiance is an adult, older man, doesn't do anything, it's still like is in my brain that like something could have happened. Like somebody could have did something.
Still triggering.
Right. So that's why I just like that triggers me, and he doesn't even mean to. It's like pure accident.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a pure accident. I'd be like, all right, man. He'd be like, that's why like I try to make sure I have my phone. And then I'll like email you, and I'm like,
that he still tries to email. He tries to get in contact.
Yeah, he still tries. At first, when he did it, he didn't, and I had to let him know like you have devices to let me know, like what's up. But
teach people how to treat you.
Yeah, like but this one day he couldn't because he was at a building where he couldn't even sit down and log into his email. So he was like, I really was just on the run all day. So like. He'll explain it. It's not just like, well, it is what it is. I ain't talked to you all day. So yeah. So that's why I'm like, that triggers me, and it's not even his fault. It's from past things that have happened that are triggering me. So
how do you think you want to go about healing those, or is it kind of just like over time you're gonna?
I don't think. I will be honest, and I'm gonna say something crazy, and somebody's gonna attack me. I don't think that could ever be healed. I don't think that can ever be healed due to the amount of pain that happened that day. I don't think that. I think even with my children, I'll probably always like panic if they don't reach out to me at a certain time. And it's only because of that very painful and traumatic moment in my life. Like I wouldn't be surprised if like I
hope that does heal in time, right? Or that it gets a little bit easier with
I hope so too. But I was just like listening to, I know this sounds funny, but I'm into the paranormal or whatever, but they believe that when traumatic events happen and then if there's a haunting and there's like energy that just goes in a loop, basically. Haunting? Yeah, like paranormal. Like ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when you said haunting, I'm like, how does haunting relate to this?
Oh, so you got to listen. So like they believe that like when a traumatic, like a reoccurring thing happens, like a knock on the wall, or like, I know this sounds funny, but listen, when a knock on the wall happens, or if you hear like shuffling or whatever, like they believe like, oh, this was probably a traumatic moment or something great happened where your soul fractured And a part of you is just still there. Still there hoping that, you know, there will be a different outcome where there's something else. Because I remember when that day happened, I was like, oh, like next time, like I'll do better next time. And I'm just like, oh, there's no next time. This person is gone. So that's when I realized, like when I was telling myself that's when I realized, like, oh, this is a very traumatic moment. And I don't think I'll ever probably be able to heal from that one thing of not hearing from my partner or not being able to get in touch with them because of, you know, X, Y, and Z.
So I do think that you can heal from it. I know it's going to take a lot.
Yeah.
So I have high hopes for you. But get into my nerdy scientific, this isn't paranormal, but my nerdy scientific spiritual side.
Brought anime, brought the paranormal. What's next?
Everything, guys. Everything.
Residual. Oh, I was thinking of a word. It's called residual. It's called a residual haunting where things just happen in a loop. You're just caught in a loop. Like, and people have come to terms that like it's probably a piece of your soul just stuck in a loop.
So there is a study that's going on, and for the life of me, I can't remember the name, but I will remember the name. Get your water, girl.
I'm just
so there is a study that was going on, and this study basically, all right, I have to start with this basis part. So basically, I believe, I still have my Christian background. I still believe that there is a God, but I believe that, you know, it's just a universe. Like, we're all connected. And at the same time, I believe that relates to our bodies in regards to everything being frequency. So I believe in the chakras. I believe that there's different energy points in the body.
I agree.
People believe that the energy points correlate to different colors, and the colors within you also radiate outside your body.
Like,
and it's
auras?
like your so like your aura field, and your aura field has different colors for every layer that goes farther and farther away from your body. Okay, so there is a study that is being done to where you do some type of test. It's either you put your hand on this machine, or you go into this type of you put your hand on a machine, or you go into a machine. I forgot which one it is. And it basically reads your aura field. And it shows, it's a picture of your body. And it has your aura field on the screen. And it shows the colors. And basically what it should be is, it should be like smooth oval going all around your body of every single color. Okay. But it literally will show you fragments in your chakra system that show where trauma has happened. And it looks like, for example, okay, you do the scan and you are looking at the aura field of your body, right? It'll show, for example, say you broke your ankle. By your ankle, it'll show like a jagged, like, how do I describe that? It'll show like a jagged triangle pointing inwards towards your ankle part to say, okay, this part is fragmented. Like, that's a really weird way for me to describe it, but long story short, it's like, it shows you where trauma happens. And a lot of people that have done this have done blind studies. They haven't told the person doing the exam what has happened to them, but they'll say, hey, okay, something happened to your ankle, something happened to your upper body, lower body, or your heart, or something like that. And a lot of people are saying like, yeah, well, this actually happened, and that actually happened, and it helped, and they actually try to help them heal that area. And then they'll do another scan after a certain period of time, after they've given them different types of homeopathic treatment, and it'll show that the aura field is actually better, not healed to like the entire smooth circle, but the indentation of where the trauma was is lessened. So I do believe that, but in your words, the example that you gave of your beliefs, I believe that too, but just in my own interpretation. With spirituality, it's just like, I do believe that when you go through traumatic situations, that it does stick with you, depending on how deep it is. So I definitely get that. But I think that you can heal. Send healing to you. Okay.
And
since I do send healing to
also
you,
like this paranormal thing, they said that there are people that are studying to try to do like hypnosis and stuff to try to heal past that part. Past life regression. Yeah, man. There you go. To get that fragment, to bring it back, to stop that residual haunting from somewhere else, or to help people just heal. So like, I agree. I'm just like, So like, that's why I'm just like,
And it's hard to do it on your own. Like,
it is.
That's another thing. It's like, See, we're already touching base on a whole bunch of other topics with the different types of therapy that's out there.
Yeah.
Like, there is the therapy with talking to, you know, help with figuring out self-care, self-forgiveness, self-acceptance, healing through traumatic situations. There's the Chinese medicine, acupuncture. There is the spiritual medicine where you're taking cleansing. You're scared of acupuncture? I am too, with all them damn tiny fucking needles.
What about the, you seen the one with the plugs?
What plugs? Oh, like the suction cups?
Yeah.
No, I don't want that. I feel like it would make my skin look weird. That it would just gross me out that my skin would look that way. So
I want to try it.
I'd rather do the needles than the suction cups.
Put it on my back. My back hurts.
No, but then if you look in the mirror, it's just like all spotty.
Who's seeing my back, Gloria?
You.
If I do it in the winter, who cares?
You.
I don't even see my back now.
Oh, never mind.
I don't gotta pull it. Like what?
No.
I don't wear my back out in the winter. So if I got it done in the winter, that's fine.
I guess. I wonder how long it lasts anyway.
Well, it's probably like 4 weeks. I mean, how long does it take? How long does it take a bruise to heal?
I literally just got a bruise for the first time, and it's still healing.
Yeah, that happens.
Like, I've literally never seen bruises on my body. And when I saw one, I was like, oh, that's what bruises look like.
Yeah, it's like 4 weeks to heal a bruise. 4 to 8 weeks. Something like that. Yeah.
A needle.
Damn.
Yeah, I had to get a procedure done.
Oh. What's going on?
I had to get a CAT scan done. And they had to, like, give me this injection of...
There's so much going on.
Yeah, I had a few... this is actually progress in my health.
Okay.
Just getting some things figured out. I'm at, like, the next step. Like, okay, well, it's not this, and it's not this, and it's not this. So we're going to go here.
Okay.
So that's that. And she had to give me, like, this needle in my arm for me to go into the machine. And it was so weird. Like, all right, so we're doing a side note here. Okay, off topic. And the needle, it was weird because she injected me with this fluid, and the fluid literally makes your whole body feels warm. Like, it makes you feel like you're about to pee yourself. It's so freaking weird. It's weird as hell. And it hurt. Like, normally I can take a needle like a fucking G. I ain't got no problem.
It must have been a big needle.
I didn't fucking look. I never looked.
Oh, I like the look. I like to be like, do it.
No. Anytime I get a needle, I'm like, no, I'll look after you're done.
No, I need to see. I need to see what you're doing.
Nah, because I'm not trying to flinch and then you got to stick me again.
I'm not even going to flinch. I'm like, that's crazy.
When she stuck that shit in and she kept going.
Oh, yeah. It was probably
like, what the fuck? It was a different type of needle, I guess.
Big needle.
Either a big needle or it wasn't like the intravenous needle. It had like
it was a needle.
Yes. So, bitch wasn't looking. I did not.
And it kept going.
It did. That shit hurt. I was just like, all right now. Fucking stop. So long story short, I had to get that done.
I'd have been
and that left the bruise. And that left the bruise on my arm, like literally and immediately. And I was like, well, shit.
Okay.
Interesting. So back to the healing here.
Okay.
The other different types of healing. I wish I was taught that there were other different fucking types of healing.
Yeah.
Like different ways, different people you can talk to, different oddities. Oddities, is that the word I'm looking for?
Oddities?
Oddities?
Is it oddities? I don't know. I don't know, man.
What's the word I'm looking for?
You got the 4-year degree. I only got the 2.
Listen here. All right. I'm trying.
I got 2. You got 4. You should know more than me.
Put the pieces together. Different, I'm really trying to fucking think of the word. Oh my God. It's so simple. The word is coming to me. Hold on. The word is coming to me.
You do have a cell phone.
I do have a cell phone. I choose not to use it sometimes because I want this noggin here. The good old brain.
That's crazy.
Needs to be working here. I'm just going to say the different pathways of healing.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to leave it there. When the word comes to me, I'll say it.
It's going to come and you're going to be driving. You're going to text me.
I know. I'm like, we need to re-record.
I'm like, oh my God. I will say when it comes to like those healing paths of even knowing them, my mom used to use them as like an insult. She'd be like, "Oh, you need therapy," and it's like,
yeah, they always say it negative. Some people always say it negatively, and my dad was kind of just like, "You need."
It used to be like, "You need help. You need therapy," and it's like I think I know who needs it. I think I know who needs it.
Like you think I fucking need therapy. You should look in the mirror.
Like I will say, I think I know who needs it.
I get that.
Okay.
Yeah. So that too, and even in school they didn't fucking tell us about all of that.
I think in health they just talked about like mental health, and then they skimmed over, and then they went to like
they skimmed over everything in fucking health, sex ed, everything was a skim.
No, they talked about sex ed when I was in.
It was a skim for me.
It was a skim. Just one day he just talked about STDs and that was it.
We went somewhere.
We didn't go nowhere.
From my group. I don't remember where we went. We went to some school and went to some room in the classroom, and some guy, he was talking to us about sexual education. And he was like, oh, this is what we're talking about?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was a little weird.
I didn't, okay. Well, in 8th grade, I had sex ed, and then in high school, a random gym teacher just read us about sex, like from a textbook.
Book? Oh.
Yeah, like a textbook. I was like, oh, okay, talked about STDs, and that was it. It was like, just get checked, guys, and then gave us a few stories about like,
yeah, well, we'll say stuff. They get checked after the abortion situation. Oh, yeah, I was getting checked quite frequently.
Okay.
I don't know why. It was kind of just like, oh, yeah, we're just going to go. Even though I knew I wasn't pregnant, my period was on. I was just like, yo, I'm religiously going to find a doctor. And it took some time. I found one. And I feel like that also helped me out, too, with acceptance, talking to my gynecologist and finding one that I was quite comfortable with. So, and then finding a white woman who was really nice. And everyone, and I say that, and I said that because it's important, because a lot of my family members have said, no, like, you need to go to an African-American woman. You got to find a black woman. And the woman that I went to, she was older, but then she fucking retired. But then after that, everyone else I found, they were just like, it didn't match for me. And I found this one woman, and she just happened to be white, and she was still nice, and she's very informative. So
I think when it comes to doctors, you just have to be cautious regardless.
Yeah, 100%.
Because then that's how I feel. Because like
be cautious, get second opinions, get third opinions.
Yeah, just make sure you do your homework. Like, one person can't tell you what's up. Just make sure you do your homework. And if you feel like your doctor is discriminating against you, call him out on it.
Doctor. Yep.
Call him out on it and be like, are you saying this because I'm black? Are you saying this because I'm like overweight, obese?
Are you ignoring this because I'm black? Are you ignoring this because I'm a woman? Like,
and if you are going to ignore it, if you are going to ignore it, make sure you put it in my chart so I can take it to somebody else.
Exactly. Are we recording this meeting? Because
I'm like, hold on 1 second. Pull out my phone.
Right.
Say that again, ma'am.
Exactly. Let's go through this again.
People hate me.
Quite repeat.
Oh.
Damn. Well, doctors be like, well, here comes the Miss Holiday.
Yeah. No, seriously. Like,
I don't think they hate you.
I mean, they will.
I mean, I feel like if they do hate you at that point, you would have left them already. Nothing face.
They want the insurance money.
Yeah, they definitely do.
That's what I said.
So, is there any other aspects of self-care that you want to touch base on? Are there?
I think.
Don't quote me.
I just want people to understand that self-care can be multiple things. It can be taking yourself out to dinner. It can be getting your hair done. It can be getting your nails done.
But
it's also laying the hell down.
Yeah, man.
It's also cooking yourself dinner. It's also handling a problem that could have been done in 5 minutes. 5 minutes that you took like 3 days. That can be self-care too. I want everybody to know that self-care can look differently for everybody. Yeah.
I like that. For me, my last statements on self-care would be, it's okay not to know what self-care you need.
I like that, yeah.
It's okay to try different things and figure it out. It's okay if self-care involves other people. Like, going to a therapist. And it's okay if you find your self-care for just you.
When you said involving other people, I thought you was talking about like
Like what?
A sex tour or something.
No! I mean, that's what you're
I thought when you said self-care, I was just like, are you talking about like...
Listen,
touching other people?
There's no judgment for how you
I'm not, no judgment. I was just...
Your self-care people.
I was just wondering, when you said that, I was just like, is she...
No.
She's telling people to be hoes?
No, never.
Can you really be a hoe though?
I would say explore your options safely. But no, that's not what I'm saying. But yeah, like, it's okay for you to not know which self-care works for you. But I also think that self-care, yes, it is, getting your hair done, getting your nails done. But I do think that it is something that should involve every aspect of you to be able to rest. Not just one part. Not just the physical, the mental, the spiritual. And any other rituals that you guys deal with. And that no offense intended. So yeah, that's how I feel, and I'm very grateful for what my parents did teach me. And even though I needed much more guidance with this particular situation, my mom and my dad, I'm specifically speaking about my mom and my dad because they're my parents. I am grateful that they did at least tell me that sorry, it's trying to get it out.
Okay.
So it's different for both of them. So for my dad, I would say he didn't really teach me much about self-care, but he did teach me about safety.
Okay.
So I was grateful for that.
Okay.
Even though it didn't work. And then for my mom, when I did finally go out and, talk to her about it, no. Because like I said, at that time, me and her weren't very close. But the times that we were together, we did have little mini quick conversations.
Okay.
But it wasn't as if like this was instilled in me. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It was kind of just like, oh, well, you're here. I missed this part. Let me just tell you. That's kind of what it felt like.
Makes sense.
So for my mom, it was kind of just like, go to the doctor.
Okay.
Just go to the doctor. Get checked up. So I'm grateful for those two things that I got from them at that point in time. Still love y'all.
No, I get it. Listen, I think for me, when it comes to my parents, everything is very convoluted and is very distorted because at very young ages, I was making my own doctor's appointments. So these individuals weren't telling me what I should and shouldn't be doing. It was just more of a well, you should just know better. And it's I don't know how you expect the kid to. So that's why I'm just I don't really got words for them right now.
I got you. You don't have to.
Yeah.
You're good.
I don't really know.
It's okay. Is there anything you're grateful that you learned out of those situations? Self-acceptance and self-care. Well, for you, it was just self-care. I'm sorry. For me, it was the self-acceptance.
Yeah, for me, it was just the self-care. I think I'm just still on the path of learning what true self-care is.
Okay.
And then, that's just it.
I'm grateful I brought you here because we got to do this episode.
Exactly.
We got to share.
We're back, baby.
That we are. So if anything we said, resonated with you guys, if any of you have gone through what we've gone through in any way, shape, or form, put a heart in the comments. We would really appreciate that. Like the video and share if you feel as though, someone else needs to hear our healing journey. And remember, this is just our healing journey. We are sharing what we have been through, what we have learned, and it's our opinion, and our opinion is the only thing that matters to us.
Exactly. And next time we'll be on camera.
Yeah.
Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you can see our pretty faces next week.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not for the camera, if you guys can't tell.
This is the Whispers.
This is the Whispers episode 2. Have a good night, guys.
See you next week. Bye.
Bye.